Greg, what's up, man?
Dave, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm excited. Got another episode tonight. We got some awesome guests to join us tonight, so we got a lot going on.
Yeah, look, we're continuing our series as we started this whole thing with creating music, in the entertainment industry, and creating and I guess producing music. So, yeah. So I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
You're Florida, East Coast.
I am.
See, you don't have 15 inches of snow.
No, I haven't seen 15 inches of snow since the last time I was up y'all's way.
Man, we are right in the middle of a nor'easter. It is I've had an insane week. So
yeah, I've heard a lot about the snow up that way and in that area. So you guys obviously definitely be safe, be careful. See some people checking in with us, joining on the show. Thank you guys for checking in. If you're watching, as always, please feel free to comment where you are and who you are and why you are. And we love to give you guys credit on the show. You guys are watching us and giving us your time, so we want to give you some love back. So feel free to do that in the comments. Also, please don't hesitate to share it with some folks that you might know that might also be interested in joining us tonight. We always appreciate that. And so here's some other good news. I hear that up north, at least in the New York area, and I'm sure they'll probably kind of trickle from that. They're going to start letting them do weddings again. I believe what I saw was up to 100 people, as long as everybody's tested and obviously comes back negative. So
yeah, it's about the numbers and the science. And as the numbers go down, they're going to be opening up more things. And as long you watch those trends, and as long as those trends keep happening, then more things will keep opening up. And it's going to happen, because as long as these vaccines keep coming out the way they're coming out, there were 2, now they're going to be 3 with Johnson & Johnson, and then a 4th with the next one. And then there's going to be 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're just going to stack on top of each other.
Right.
So things will open up. So people need to be prepared now.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. And once again, guys, thank you for joining us. If you are just jumping on, we appreciate you joining us on In the Queue podcast tonight. And we'd love to hear in the comments where you guys checking in from, who it is, who you are, and what you got going on tonight. We always love giving shout outs to the people that are listening to us. So please don't hesitate to drop that in the comments. Also, if you have questions for Greg and I or any of our guests tonight, you guys are welcome to do that in the comments section. And as always, we're going to be giving away a couple of our In the Queue swag bags. We're going to be giving those away. So if you want to enter to win those, you'll see us streaming across the bottom of the screen there, streaming just to text your name to that number. All we need you to do is just text your name to that number, and that'll qualify you. Or you could just scan the QR code in the top right corner right above my head. I always use the wrong hand. So it's this one right up there above my head. You can scan that QR code, and you'll be able to be qualified for our giveaway tonight as well. All right. So what else is going on, man? What you got?
Wow. I got a lot of things. You want personal or you want business that pertains to the show?
Let's go with pertaining to the show, unless personal is more juicy and interesting.
I got a puppy. That's personal. Oh my God. I've been up every damn night because of this thing. No, actually, really what's got my juices flowing. I think I told you, but I wanted to tell everybody else. I'm now a member of the FaZe community. And I want to talk. I want to talk to our guest about that, because he's one of my DJ friends that knows a lot about this industry. But I wanted to really find out what everybody else's feelings, if there's any other turntablists in the house, on how they like FaZe and how easy it was to hook up, and if they had any problems. That's really, I had an epiphany with that thing. So
there you go. There you go. I want to say shout out to Natural Aura. I didn't want to cut you off, but I definitely want to say what's up to Natural Aura, always following us on all of our shows, and we greatly appreciate him doing so. It looks like he is snowed in from I was about to say North Carolina, but New York City, my bad. New York City. So, hey, what better to do on a Monday night when you're snowed in but to watch 2 crazy idiots like us on a live show, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's good. It's a good way. Look, you're going to learn something, hopefully. And we want a little bit of participation here. If you have any questions, anything you want to ask us, on topic or off topic, hopefully it's on topic. And we want you to pay attention, because we've got some things coming up. We've got some giveaways besides our swag bags, but we're going to have a quarterly giveaway from one of our sponsors. The National Association of Mobile Entertainers is giving away a year membership. It's
Nice.
valued at $125, and they're going to do it seasonally. So that excites me. And
I love it.
The other thing is too, we're always asking people if they want to become part of the show, if they have a good topic that is going to be, good for us and that we're okay with, that everybody else will enjoy, and not put them to sleep. But besides that, if they're a member of NAME, we're going to put you to the front of the line. Hopefully. But
membership has its privileges, huh?
Membership has its privileges. But that being said, it has to be a good topic. And remember our forum. It's about education for entertainers. Anything to educate and help people out being an entertainer. So with that being said, my brother, what's new with you, man?
It's been kind of a crazy whirlwind of a couple of days. I had a hybrid event that me and my other podcast co-host Nick, we had to do a hybrid. It was kind of interesting. So it was like, obviously a hybrid, meaning some people were there live and then other people were watching virtually. And what's up, Andrew? And they were watching virtually via Zoom webinars. Okay. But the trick in all of this is that some of the presenters on the 2.5 day program that we shot a 3-camera around the in-person room. So we had 3 cameras, positioned around the room, 2 following the stage, 1 following the audience as they were asking questions, things like that. But again, my point was that on the Zoom side of things, there were several presenters that actually gave their presentation from the Zoom, which meant that not only do we have to send everything to Zoom, but we had to bring it back into the room so that the people in the room live could see the people that were doing their presentation on Zoom on the screen and hear their audio. So it was interesting. It was fun, and just kind of a cool little bit of a different, realm of what I normally do. So it was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. That's cool. And look, you're filling in the gap here and the need for this virtual broadcasting. I mean, there's a big need for that.
I would encourage anybody out there in our industry that maybe, if you're working in an area where, where you're not able to go out and do live events, DJ live events yet. I mean, a lot of the equipment that we use is equipment that we already have. I mean, we picked up a few other pieces that we needed to do what we needed to do. But this is a service that you could provide, just being able to provide the ability for these, because there's so many of these companies that are doing these hybrid events now. And I don't think they're going anywhere. I think even when things open up, they're not going to go anywhere, because companies are just realizing that, just like they're realizing that having people work at home is not such a bad thing. They're also realizing that doing these hybrid events where they offer people options. They're not saying that you can't come in person. They're just saying if you want to participate virtually, you can do so. And quite honestly, it's a great moneymaker for them, because think about it. If you've got, when things open back up and people can do things like they used to, you might have a couple hundred people in attendance, but you could have, 1,000 people participating virtually and, charge whatever admission you want to be a part of it. And it's just another revenue stream for the company, which means that there's money to pay you to do what you do best, which is make them look and sound good.
Look, I have to give a shout out, because there's one of my fellow DJs here in the Philadelphia area, Vernique Fields, DJ Neek Nice. She is actually showing anybody and everybody. She's having these webinars on how to do Zoom broadcasts, and I thought it was a cool thing.
Nice.
I know we've got a lot going on. It was something I wanted to put on my plate, but once I saw that she did it, I said, you know what? Great, because she is the perfect person to do this and teach you how to do this. She's teaching kids and adults how to do this. And look, if you're just looking for ideas, because that's the main thing, Dave. I mean, really, we did the orange kangaroo from Denmark, on a past show. And if you want to know what that is, look at our past episodes and you'll see. But how many of those things can you come up with, or activities or things to do where people are at home behind a camera? That's hard.
Yeah,
that's rough. So, I got to give props to her for showing, the people how to do it. And I got to give props to the people that are learning how to do this, because they're taking it to the next level. No pun to my school, intended. That's, our slogan, but that's what you got to do. You gotta raise the bar. You have to.
Well, and to your point, I mean, again, like I said earlier, this hybrid, okay, I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that full virtual will probably go away eventually. Okay, I can go out. I feel like I can go out on a limb and say that. This is just my opinion, right?
Yeah.
But I do think that the hybrid, concept is definitely not going to go away anytime soon. Even when things are opened up, even when people have the vaccine, even when there's no more excuses to do in-person events, fully like we used to do them, I think hybrid is gonna stick around. I'd be curious to think what our viewers think about that too. You guys think, is hybrid going to stick around after live shows? Drop in the comments and let us know what you guys think. Is hybrid going to stick around? Do you guys think that that's a fading thing, like like virtual? A lot of people are saying already that virtual is going to go by the wayside once we have live shows that we can do again. But I'm curious, if you're watching, drop in the comments, man. Let us know. Do you think that's the same thing for hybrid? Because I personally think hybrid's going to be around, and I think it's going to be something that we all as entertainers need to be aware of, the basics of how to perform and provide. Andrew says yes and no. That's a very political way to say it. Yes and no.
Look at it this way. I say this. It's just, it's like my thing on social media. Why social media exists? Because they're eventually going to be able to market us all on it. Yeah. It's what they've always done. It's what they'll always do. But when somebody figures out that by doing this, they're saving a bunch of money by certain things that they do, but yet B, other people are saying, well, I can make a ton of money, by doing this. Aaron, 211, the guy that was on, last week, we have a couple ideas, and hopefully, and I can't say anything, it's like quiet, but if this works,
keep hiding that from me, man. I feel like the odd man out on this thing.
No. Look, the one thing you'll know about me is, when things happen and our guests, especially Milly, can attend. I bring the family and my friends with me. I surround myself with great people all the way to the top. But with that said, look, this thing that we have going on is not just nationally. This is worldly. This is worldly. Where now I'm worried about translation. In translating from English to all these other languages. And then since it has to deal with music, all the music that all these different countries listen to and what's hot in all these different countries. So that's a good point. That's all I can say to you. And it has to do with virtual. But it's time to capitalize this. It's time to strike while the iron's hot, not wait.
Very good. Very good point. Very good point.
Well,
you know what? I think real quickly before we jump into our guests, why don't we kind of hinted around to it a little bit, maybe last week, but let's maybe drop the information on a couple of contests we got coming up.
Oh, okay. You want me to go first?
I'll let you do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, look, and I dropped it earlier, but our main sponsor, the National Association of Mobile Entertainers, really. If you don't know what that is, if you're an entertainer, they are either the AAA or the AARP of entertainment. That means they have so many different benefits for you as an entertainer, whether you're a hypnotist, a musician, whether you have all those blow-up bouncy houses for kids, whether you're a DJ, videographer, photographer, anything, a singer. If you go to a house and you sing, or you go to an establishment and sing and make money, this is the organization for you. Why? Because they have group insurance, starting off with liability insurance, and then they have equipment insurance. But not only that, it's the discounts on all the different things involved with entertaining, from equipment, audio equipment, all of that. So with that said, now Name is a great place to be a membership of. And if you're not a member, you're losing out. And those, some people join at the last minute because they have to and they need insurance. And this is the place that you have to go to get it and be part of the group policy. So once a quarter, we're going to give out a free subscription. It's a free 1 year membership. It's $125 value. Okay. And we'll be announcing it. We're not going to drop it just yet. So it's coming up. We're going to do one every season. So I would say this is the winter season, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, so
I mean, if it's snowing like hell up there, it must be the winter season, right?
one is coming. One is coming very shortly. All right. So, and please stay tuned to our social media. If you subscribe to us at In the Queue podcast, whether it's on Instagram, whether, whatever social media it is, Facebook, even if you're on YouTube, and watch our podcast, you will see this information, and we will make sure that we put it out to the public and everyone knows when we're going to do this giveaway.
Absolutely. Let me hit some of these commercials from our early not commercials. Wow, comments from some of our earlier comments. Streaming ceremonies will stay. Danny says this Natural Aura brings up a good point. Hybrid will become the norm. I feel as DJs will be required to support this. The question is, what will the customer's budget to cover this? I think this is I think this is a great question, great comment, and then kind of the comment as a question: what will customers budget it? I think it's important that we as an industry and we as the forefront of the people in this industry that are directly connected with these customers. I think it's our responsibility, just like anything else we do, to position the value of it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what's interesting to me, at the end of the day, I feel like no matter where you do your job, you're still doing your job, right? So if you have to do this in a hybrid scenario and in a hybrid situation, it's no different than having to do it live and in person. And so from a cost standpoint, there should be some relative understanding about that. You know what I mean, Greg? Like I think that initially customers may not totally see the value of it, but I can tell you from the standpoint of the one that we just did this weekend, or this past week, I should say. One of the things that we were told was that this was the first one at the hotel that they ever had where there were no glitches and no problems whatsoever. And I'm not saying that to toot our own horn. I'm just saying that to say, when you're able to fully understand how to do it and do it in an effective manner, then the value will be there, and there will be enough circumstances where people have had crappy experiences where either they didn't understand that they really needed to have a hardwire internet or a really strong hotspot that nobody else is connected to, or they didn't understand that you have to have more than just a laptop camera or even just a crappy little HD camera to plug into your computer. Like, there's really more that goes into doing it to make it look right, and if you're able to perfect that, then the value is there for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, that is the most. Look, it's the most important thing. Your knowledge of this in the industry, you're going to make some money at this. I think I said it last week. One thing that's changed in my state because of coronavirus and because of things moving virtual and or technology catching up with that industry, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission. They got rid of over, I think it was 400 people. They all lost their jobs within a matter of a month because they all turned digital. And it was right around the corner. And they foresaw this happening. And they said, well, why are we doing this when we could take a picture of everybody's license plate and send them a bill instead of take a picture of their license plate and send them a ticket? Now they know that they can make money because people are going to be paying this, and why not hit everybody? And why not save all of these salaries by getting rid of all these handheld toll takers? So it's a change in the industry.
Yep. Nope, I totally agree. Well, speaking of change, there are two things that I think that we are looking to make a change with already. Are just into our, I mean, this is only our fourth show, and we're already looking to make some changes, but not really changes, just updates, if you will. One of them being a theme song. I think is something we love to have, kind of like a theme song for the podcast. And then also a logo. And I think the best way to do this is to put it out there to any of our, any of our listeners, any of our people that are, come back and watch the show quite often or participate in the community of our show. I mean, we like to put it out there. So if you guys are, in music making, if you make beats, if you make music, we'd love to have you put together a theme song for our show. Sorry, that we'll use in the beginning of the show, and we'll obviously highlight the person that did it. Gabriel says it's a great idea, and then a logo. We don't even have a logo for the show. I mean, the logo essentially is just like, well, nothing. We don't even have one. So
it's that microphone.
Yeah, it's like that microphone with the with the In the Queue podcast. But we'd love to see some creativity from people. So Andrew said I could do that. So yeah, check it out. Let's see. Natural Aura expanded a little bit on his. I wanted to bring this up. The challenge I see with this, before COVID, DJs knew the catering halls that were nightmares for internet connection. Hopefully after COVID, catering halls will step the internet access better. Yeah. I see the catering halls passing the Wi-Fi connection to the DJs, and the DJs doing their due diligence, having to pass it on to the customer. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, they always had they had bad internet, and most of the guys that I knew, even when this was in its younger phases, some of these guys were actually streaming from their phones to get internet because the halls were so bad. Now, it could be a bad thing though. This can be a bad thing. Take it from a guy who managed just 5 years ago close to 300 DJs. Okay. One of the biggest complaints with the change in technology was these guys that had Serato and Virtual DJ were signing up to their virtual record pool, where they weren't bringing a hard drive with them and thinking that they could get their music live online. And when they didn't have that connection from that hall, somebody was in deep doo-doo.
Yeah.
So don't rely on that. That's a tip right now, guys. If you're out there, never, ever rely on that. A hard drive is less than $100. Fill it up with songs and bring it with you. So.
Well, and I mean, you definitely, like I said earlier, I mean, you can get a hotspot. Anybody who has a cell phone provider can definitely get a hotspot that they can dedicate. And, it's just one of those things where you set it up where nobody else can access it, only you access it. And then, you just kind of roll from there.
R is right, though. These halls are going to have to step up their game. It's just going to be the natural progression of all of this. And I really think they will. I don't see it being a problem. Andrew said, "I do logos and songs." Man, we might have the same guy be able to do both for us. Dan says the Looney Tunes theme. I don't know if that's a good thing or just a joke, man. Maybe Dan's making fun of us, man. I hope not, man. We are some loony dudes sometimes, that's for sure. All right. Well, I think we're kind of getting close to being ready to bring our guest on. Before we do, I'm going to just kind of one more time plug our giveaway tonight. We're doing some In the Queue podcast swag bags that we're giving away tonight. So if you guys want to be qualified to win one of those swag bags, all you got to do is, as it's scanning across the bottom says, just scan the QR code in the top right corner up above my head. See, I did it right this time, Greg. Right up above my head, scan that QR code, or as you can see, scrolling across the bottom of the screen is the number where you can just text it to. All you got to do is text us your name, and that will make you qualified and eligible for one of our giveaways tonight a little bit later on in the show. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to you, Greg, because you have the bios for our guests. So I'm going to turn it over to you, and then we'll get started. All right, cool. All right, well, our first two guests this evening, as we continue our series on creating music and producing music, are two really, really cool artists, as I would like to say. The first is Amillione Dawkins, or Amillion. We like to call him Amillion. He's one of the only guys whose name spells a million. So Amillione Dawkins, also known as DJ Milly Mill. For those out there in the DJ industry, this guy is a turntablist, a music producer, a composer, and an open format DJ, and he's from New Jersey. So since 2012, he's been prepared and trained to solidify his long longevity in the music business. His love for music and the thrill of making clients and guests happy keep him dedicated to the craft. This guy is talented, focused, and an intergalactic force to be reckoned with in the industry.
Holy Beastie Boys.
That cool? He's on the board of directors for the International DJ Cafe South Jersey chapter. He is an advanced turntablist, teacher at the DJ Entertainment School, and a top DJ at Current Entertainment. He's also a member of the Senate DJ's Blue House. He has spun for some of the hottest nightclubs in Philadelphia and opened for some top acts. And he also works with me side by side at one of the hottest nightclubs in the city, Vesper Sporting Club. We are the audio video techs. He's, you know, we are side by side doing that job. So that's Milly Mill. Now, the singer, Quadd21. Quadd is a 23-year-old from, now, am I saying this right, Mr. Floridian? Pahokee, P-A-H-O-K-E-E, Pahokee, Florida?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
We'll have him corrected if we're wrong.
Pahokee, like you Pahokee? No, Pahokee, Florida.
Like you don't want to get punched in the Pahokee.
Quadd is an R&B singer, and a fabulous one at that, I have to tell you. We'll talk about those stories later. His musical journey started at the age of 9 in a small town called Pahokee, Florida, also known as Muck City. Oh, I got to ask him about that. I'm circling that now. Although music has always been part of his life, he used to sing in the choir, and his grandmother, Viola Davis, sung with B.B.KING back in the day. How about that? Yet another child that this has literally flown down to, and this is in his blood. Last week, our guy, his dad's in the stylistics.
Stylistics, yeah.
Anyway, look, about Quadd, he never realized his true talent until he and his triplet brothers, I didn't even know this. His triplet brothers, Raheem, and 2 other friends sang at their 5th grade graduation. That was the first time that he showcased his talent. And at that point, after seeing the reaction of the crowd, he fell in love with music, and the seed was planted forever. His new EP is called Leo Talk. This was released on August 1st of 2020. And we're going to bring Quadd and Milly Mill in to talk about this, and as well as other things. So with that, let's bring them on in.
All right. And I think just for everybody watching, just so they know, Milly Mill is actually in the midst of travel. So we may not have him on video, but we'll definitely have him on audio. Just so you guys are aware of that as we bring them into the stream. So here, let's get Milly. Let's get Quadd. What's up, man? You guys out there?
Hey, God bless. Thanks for having me, man. What's good, guys?
How are you,
Quadd? Glad to be here.
Man, I'm good, man. Hanging in, man. I'm just sitting back, soaking in what you guys putting down, man. This is an amazing platform. So I'm just here to just chop it up with y'all, man.
All right, very cool. Hey, let me, if you don't mind, I since I read your Quadd, I got to hit you first. Since I read your intro,
yeah, go ahead, man. For sure.
We always learn something about each other.
Right.
I learn things from about Dave all the time, but you are one of triplets. You got your triplets.
Yeah, I'm actually a triplet. It's 2 boys and 1 girl.
Oh wow!
So yeah.
Oh, all right. Very, very cool.
Yep.
And also music's in your blood. So
yeah, man, it's in my blood, man.
Wow, your grandmother Viola Davis sang with B.B.KING, huh?
Viola Davis. Now that's crazy because I found that out a few months ago. I'm 23, so it was like, wow, I'm just now finding this out. That's crazy. So I seen the video on YouTube, and it kind of blew me away. It kind of brought tears to my eyes because I'm like, so this is where the music, the talent came from. So I'm like, oh God, it came from this. So it came from my grandma. God bless the dead. Rest in peace to her.
I see that. Look, I see that passion. I saw you sing freestyle. You just did it right at the top of the hat at like 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, out of the blue. Now, mind you, there were 2 nice girls there that you were trying to impress, but I saw knees buckle and people melt.
And that was just the guys, let alone what the girls did.
Yeah, that was just me. And the dude,
I feel like you know what, man? I feel like everywhere I go, man, I have a talent. You feel what I'm saying? Why not showcase it? I don't care if it's 1 people, 2 people in the crowd. Deliver every time.
Look,
you got one time to impress. So you got to do what you got to do.
I like that about you, man. It shows your passion for this industry, and you really, I can guarantee that this answers one of my questions, but I'll save it and we'll talk about that.
Right.
But yeah, your passion, just like Milly has a passion for producing and being a DJ. It's just amazing. And look, that's why I think, being, we all go out and we do our job down at Vesper, that it kind of brings us together. That's more of like a fun hangout type deal. You know what I'm saying? We'll get together, but we do our job, but we do what we love to do. You know what I mean?
I agree, man.
Yeah.
Greg, Greg, can I just step in for a second here? I'm all about people's surroundings, and I'm looking at Quad surroundings, and I can see. Well, he's blocking it now, but I believe I saw a stormtrooper in the back there, which I know means automatically Big Earn's going to be a fan of yours because he's a big Star Wars guy. I see the J's up there, which you can see right behind me here, where where I'm all about. Yep. And then the Marvel comics right above you over there too, man. So I'm telling you, see, I knew this would fire up Big Earn, man. He is a big Star Wars guy.
Right. That's crazy, man.
These aren't the podcasters you're looking for. No. If you strike me down, I should become more powerful than you possibly can.
Oh, and he said he saw that new Xbox One S. Okay, see, now I got everybody looking to see what's going on back there.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, I like that nice 1990s tape deck / stereo too. You got there. I'm only teasing you with that.
Oh, you see it, man? That's too old, man. This is all Milly Mill stuff, man.
No, I'm teasing you. Any DJ has one of those. If you're a DJ and you don't have one of those joints in your house, man, you ain't loving music.
Yeah. You don't love music, man. Especially in my childhood and in my house, we kept stereos, man. Okay. Every morning we just woke up to music. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't care if we woke the neighbors. The love of music, it was just already planted in us. That's crazy, right?
Okay. Yeah. Well, look, and I know Milly's listening and Quad, you're listening. Most of our listeners, they seem to be in the DJ, but also entertainment industry. Okay, and this is why we're really doing these first set of interviews with guys, gals, whomever, bands, people that are in the music industry, whether they're DJs or not. They're creating music, and they're producing music. But yet I want to show others out there that are in the entertainment industry, whether they're a DJ, whether they're in a band, whether they're a singer, whether they just wanted to do this and they're seeing this for the first time. These are the questions I'm going to be hitting you and Mill with.
For sure. Really hit me.
Well, for example, and I know David's going to have some, but first of all, you obviously create the music, Milly and you, correct?
Yeah. Well, I'm a writer. I write everything,
Cool.
Milly Mill is the composer. You feel what I'm saying? He's the one that come to me with the beat, and then I sit down with him and we just actually just chop it up. So I write, or we both help each other out in the studio. So if I can't find a sound, he'll find a sound, or if I be like, yo, how this sound, Mill? He'll be like, you should reword that or something like that. So we both help each other out in the studio. So it's all 50-50, but Milly Mill make all the beats.
All right. Words and music. It's an old movie. Somebody's going to tell me where that came from, but they go together. You the words, he the music. Words and music.
Yeah, words and music, man.
It's a beautiful marriage. All right, what software do you guys use?
We use Logic.
What was that?
We use Logic.
Logic? Okay.
Sure. We use Logic. This is where we record all our tunes and our music and stuff in. So that's what we use. We get it cracking in that.
So with that, go ahead, Milly.
No, it's I just started it off of that one. Ableton.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, you guys are obviously in the Mac platform because that's what Logic is, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do all your work with the Mac. Look. Here's the number one question. This was the number one question when I used to interview guys for the DJ job. And really, it can go either way.
Okay.
And I'll ask you, Quad, and then I'll ask Mill. All right. Why do you do this?
I go first. Well, like I said prior in my bio, you feel what I'm saying? Just the reaction of the crowd I got, it really did something to me. You feel what I'm saying? I used to play football, but I kind of realized football wasn't for me. You feel what I'm saying? And just to know that people accepted my craft and accepted my voice, you feel what I'm saying? And my sound and my music, it just made me want to just go. And I feel like I can do anything in this world as long as I just keep going and just put my mind to it. You feel what I'm saying? So, as an artist, I kind of tend to get out of the fact that it's not about me. It's about like my peers, my fan base. I call them fan base. They family.
Good.
So it's about the fan base. You feel what I'm saying? So it's about what they like, and as long as I'm putting out great content for them and great music for them, they the ones keep me going. Honestly. So that's why I do it, man. I do it for them, man. And the passion in me, it comes out, and then it's for the universe.
I like that answer, man. Look,
Yes,
and what I got from it is that you're feeling, you're reading, and you're absorbing their energy, man. When they show you that love, you're soaking that all in, man.
Oh yeah, exactly, man. Because I'm still a sponge at the end of the day. I have to know what you're feeling for me to be able to go record that. That's why I love having conversations with people. That's why I love meeting people. I want to know what's under the skin. What's on your mind?
That is so important. And right there, all these podcasts, all these interviews, right there, we finally hit on it. You are taking their energy. You figured this out at 5 years old.
Hey, that's crazy.
You could have sang Mary Had a Little Lamb for all I care, but the people loved it. You felt the energy, and it did something to you, and it did something to them.
Exactly. And I just felt the shift in the atmosphere, and I just kind of felt like this is what this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, and I just felt that way ever since then.
All right, now Milly, I don't want to leave you out. The same question is directed at you. All right, and why do you do this? But not only this, anything that you do in Milly, being a DJ, being a producer, why?
Well, it's just one, like the ability to create music, like, you know, as far as like, you know, well, DJing, music production. I do actually play the guitar and piano a little bit, but I mean, I only play by ear. But I mean, but in general, just the ability like to bend sound and music at your will, and it's pretty much whatever is in like that person or in you is just gonna come out, and like that's how I like base all my music on, all my production, whatever sound that you hear that I made, like that's the sound like that like I'm hearing, that's like it's in my soul. Like it's, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just I love it. Like I just want to do it for the rest of my life.
Excellent. All right, guys. How can we see your stuff? Like where can we see your music?
As of right now, I'm available on Instagram, available on iTunes, Spotify. And there's this new app, man, called Clubhouse, man. So I'm actually active on Clubhouse as well, which is like a podcast. You get to meet different people, and you just conjugate with different folks and all that good stuff. So, but my all of my content is mainly on Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, and which is Quadd21 on all platforms. So it should be pretty easy to find.
Me and Big Earn are big fans of Clubhouse for sure.
Oh yeah, I see it in the comments, man. Clubhouse is lit, man.
Yeah, we're on there. Me and Earn are on there pretty much anytime that we're awake and not working, and then sometimes even when we're working, we're on there. Like it's
pretty addicting, man. It's pretty addicting. It's very addicting, man.
All right. And Milly, do you have any other besides that? And they can look up Leo Talk. So if they were to look up Leo Talk on Spotify and all these places that you just mentioned, they can find that too, right?
Facts.
Okay, cool. Milly,
totally.
How about your stuff? Like, do you have any other type of like mixes out there that people can check you out, or anything special, or just same way find you through what Quadd just mentioned? Did we get you? Do we miss him?
You might be muted.
That's all right.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, you can find me on SoundCloud. I got a couple songs on there. I do have a Spotify. I have one song, and YouTube as well. Just search up anything DJ Milly Mill. But you know, I am along with Quadd. You know, that's my artist. You know, that's the only artist that work with. So then I also put out my own songs as well.
Okay. All right. You know what? And then Quadd, since it's behind your head, this next question is to you.
Okay.
What is Leo Talk? Explain it.
Well, Leo Talk, you know, for the Leos, I'm a Leo. So Leo Talk is basically like my alter ego, you feel what I'm saying? So there's a list of 8 songs, you feel what I'm saying? So in these particular 8 songs, I'm being versatile, you know, I'm always singing, you know, ballads, always singing, you know, slow R&B. So in these particular songs, you got 4 tracks that's like kind of hip hop-ish, and then you also have 4 tracks that is strictly R&B. So what I did was I just kind of wanted to just bring all 8 together and just let people know that I am a well-rounded artist. You feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I made Leo Talk. You feel what I'm saying? So
Okay.
Ern said, "Do you have baby making?"
Oh yes, I do have baby making music. If you listen to Leo Talk, man, it's some great songs on that, man. They actually make you know, crazy. But we don't want to speak on that.
He hit the bullseye on that, man. That is literally what these guys make, is baby making music.
Yep, you're right.
Fire the next one off.
Hey man, we had a great time making that out.
Greg, Gabriel actually said, Millie, tell us about your movie stuff. That sounds interesting.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, well, even when I was a kid, I've always loved movies. Like, I always wanted to know who made the music behind it. And even like as I started to get into high school, I started to listen to like just the actual albums and the final pressings of like the movies. And it was just, I don't know, it just got to me. Like like a suspenseful part in like the Matrix or something, like when they're about to fight, or like the Avengers, like just the oddly sounds in there. And so now, like as far as music production, with my beat making and my songs, I started to make my own scores for shows and movies.
Yeah.
Mill.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Good question, Gabe. Good question on that.
Quad's over here, the man of many hats. I love this. The headwear game is fluid tonight.
I switched like 3 times.
Yeah, it's fluid tonight, man. All good, so. The sad thing is the people that'll be listening to the podcast will never really know that happened. So I'm letting the people out there that will listen to the replay of this know that Quad switched his hats now 3 times on the show. And, you know, I told you I'm observant, man. I pay attention to what's going on in my surroundings.
Hey, I know. I'm just like to say that. Hey, another thing, to get back on topic, I think that was one reason why I connected with Mill, bro, because like the man is so talented, like he's so like musically inclined, and I'm the same way. It was just like it's like everything you can ask for in a musician. The guy know everything, bro. So it's like, and on top of that, he's my big bro. You feel what I'm saying? So we actually kick it. You feel me? So it's really lit.
Yep, likewise, man. It's crazy because I always kind of shoot towards the like how me and Quad met, kind of like the Ray Charles story. You know, singer from the South, come up to all the way up to North, man, and it's a beautiful thing. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
All right, Greg. I know you got I know you have your questions there. I just want to ask real quick because I'm always fascinated by how people come up with their, like their alter ego names or their DJ names. Milly Mill, I mean, I feel like I can pretty much get that one based off his name, but there might be more of a story behind it than that. But Quad21 with 2 D's, by the way, with 2 D's. So hit me up, man. Let me know what this is about.
I got you. Okay. So Quad, which is my middle name. So Lee, my name is Lee Quad. So I just removed the Lee and just used Quad. So 21, like I said prior, I'm a triplet, and out of the triplet, I am the second child, which means I'm the middle child out of the triplet. So I'm the second child in the triplet, and there's only one set of triplets in my mama family. You feel what I'm saying? So I took that, and on top of that, at the age of 21, my life changed, man. Like my life changed for the better. Like I just realized I knew my purpose at the age of 21. I just kind of knew that music was going to be something that I really, really, really wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Yeah, I love the power behind that. You know what I mean? Like having a story behind it and not just, coming up with some random shit that just doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah,
Like
that don't make sense. Facts.
I feel that, man. That's pretty dope.
Respect,
Bigger and
brother.
deep.
Love it.
Mill, I don't mean to leave you out, Mill. I mean, I like I said, I'd love to hear like your story. I just feel like I kind of can guess it, but still, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not too far off, but well, growing up, Milly Mill was always a nickname because like I got a long name for my first name is long. It's like 10 letters or something like that. But people so like for short, my parents would just call me like Milly Mill or Mill or Millie. So then like everyone just called me Milly Mill growing up. But then like as I started to get my little alias, I was like, like, well, everyone calls me Milly Mill anyway, so like, why not just add the DJ?
I like it. Gabriel said, "Quad's the ladies' man, and those lyrics are on point. Combined, they're a force to be reckoned with."
Hey, respect, Gabriel. Hey man, I'm glad you like it, man. I'm glad you like the record, brother. I'm glad.
Nice.
And I'm doing something nice, man.
Millie, tell me about. I'm gonna bring Millie back over here. Millie, tell me about the East Coast Scratchers. I gotta hear about this.
Oh, okay. So me, well, being in the whole DJ industry before, I'm real. Well, when I started learn how to DJ, I wanted to really learn how to scratch, and when I wanted to do my research, I was only seeing videos of DJs in LA or Europe, and there was no like anywhere like being showcased as far as like DJs on the East Coast. As like like the big mainstream wise. Because like a lot of the LA DJs or the West Side DJs, like the scratch DJs, they're big time like showcase like DJs, and they just scratch. And it's like, damn. I was like, why? Like over there, they got all this stuff in Europe. I'm like, like let me try to see if I can shed some light on these guys. Cause I know a lot of people that are nasty and they're just like filthy as far as like scratch DJs. Because it's like there's so many patterns that go along with it if you actually watch what they're doing. But a lot of these guys they don't get the limelight. So what I did, me and my brother DJ Q Slick, shout out to him. He's a DMC guy for those that know the DJ world. But yeah, so me and him we started that and started to create our own like showcases and we actually had our first scratch battle, which was insane. Like we had guys from like New York, DC. Like it was, oh my gosh, it was nuts. But yeah, it's pretty much showed put the limelight on scratch and like the turntables.
Nice. I love it.
Cool.
Greg, I'm going to turn it back over to you, man, for questions. I know you must have some.
Yeah, look, we touched on the International DJ Cafe, but you're one of the co-founders there, right? So that's along with who is it? The South Jersey chapter. It's DJ Ty, DJ Cutlass, right? And it's you. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, and we have a DJ BP. He's a
oh BP, yeah. Oh my God, shout out to DJ BP as well. No,
BP, man.
I got mixed up. Not co-founder, co-chapter head. There we go.
Co-chapter head. Yeah, no, these guys. Look, when things open back up, and it's a place that I recommend that all of my students come out to. This is a place, and I kind of coined at least the South Jersey chapter. You're free to express who you are and your artistic talent. Nobody judges you. Everybody, it's odd. It's everybody is welcome there, no matter what your talent is. The love that I feel in that room, it's just unreal. It is just unreal, and it's one place where there's no real place for like big egos or haters, because I've noticed that that's not even tolerated there. That it's just a crazy thing, because when you hang around with DJs, that's one thing, egos get in the way. And then when you add alcohol, egos, alcohol, and one thing leads to another, and there's problems, and everybody got beef with somebody else. I've never, ever, and I'm talking, I go now 5, 6, 7 years back, with I've never seen anything to the sort even happen within the realm there. And if it did, it was because somebody says, yo, this person, you know, is new. We don't need any kind of negativity there. We're all about encouragement, they said. So really, that's what the chapter is all about, encouragement, and it's one of the most beautiful, energetic things. And I salute you, Millie. I salute you. I salute Ty. I salute Cutlass, and I salute BP for the fabulous job that you guys have been doing ever since you started this. So bravo, hats off to you. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing. So it's just it helps everybody. And you know what, David, for when you come up here, I cannot wait to take you out. That's one of the places besides Vesper that I'm going to take you out and show you the night where you can see, you know, what this is all about. And this family of DJs, it's the best networking that you can get when you're in this entertainment industry. So I've really talked enough, you know, upon that. So
well, it's just interesting how quickly you can find your career and your goals and your path in life. It's amazing how you can see them start to increase the more you let your ego go, and the more you realize that, you know, if you do things with a pure heart, and you know, there's nothing at the end of the day. Like I'm down to tell everybody this: there's nothing wrong with wanting to make money. Like shit, we need money to survive, right? So there's nothing wrong with wanting to make money. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful. Yeah, but when you can do it with a humble heart, you can do it with a you know, just a sense of like, you know, I'm doing this for something bigger than just me. You just start to see those things happen a lot faster, you know. So I think it's cool that's you know that's going on there.
Facts. I totally agree. You gotta get that gift away, man. You gotta give it away for the most part, and in the beginning of your career. That's what I learned too as well, man. Like I was like me, as far as me, man, I was like so eager. At one point I used to watch like other like people's like in the industry. I used to always compare myself like I gotta be on their level. I have to start getting paid for shows. And you know, my dad actually talked to me because me and my brother, we used to sing, and we was called the Benjamin Brothers, you feel what I'm saying? And we just sang gospel, you feel what I'm saying? So I started out in church, and then he was like, man, you got to get your gift away, man. You got to put yourself out there. You feel what I'm saying? So instantly, it was I just like knew that like I got a good talent. Might as well just give it away, because the bread and all the recognition gonna come later once you just put it all into it. It all makes sense in the end, man.
Yeah, you touched on something really important right there, and that leads me into my next question with you, for you, and then for Millie. Who are your influences?
Like far as artist wise, like who I listen to.
Yeah, because you said you said I game up, right? Who do you look at?
I like Chris Brown.
Okay,
that's one of the, I like Breezy. I like Usher.
Right.
That's about it. Those two.
Well, I can see that. If you hear this man sing, I can totally see that. I can totally.
I don't really want it to be an if. I'd actually like to maybe put him on the spot and see if we can.
Right. Long as I live, you will be my first love.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, there we go.
You know what, Greg, I gotta be honest with you. To me, if I never heard anything else that Quad did ever again, to me, the fact that with no hesitation, no, y'all are putting me on the spot, no, my voice ain't ready, no, I need to drink some milk and stand on my head for 5 minutes, like boom, just right into it, started singing, tells me he's talented and he's going to get somewhere in life in his career.
Respect, man.
Just that alone.
That's crazy that you pointed that out. That's literally what drew me to this man. Because like the first time I met him, well, we had a record label, but yeah, he came to the cafe, and it was like a packed night that night, and you know, gave him the microphone, and he just felt so comfortable. Like he felt like, I don't know, to me in my eyes it looked like he was like performing on stage in front of like this, like a room full of like 50 people or something like that. I was like, damn, like if he can do it on like this with this amount of people, Like just imagine like if it's an arena or something.
See, it's crazy. I was always taught like it doesn't matter wherever you at. I remember missing my first show, and my pops. I don't know how my pops found out. That's crazy. How the favor of God worked. So I missed my first show. Nah, it wasn't nobody in the show. Somehow my pops found out. This man went off on me. He's so passionate about my career because he know I got what it takes. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I was just like, "Dad, wasn't nobody in the." I was like, "Pops, there wasn't nobody in the crowd, man. Wasn't nobody in the crowd." I was young at the time. He was like, "Son, it don't matter. It could be one person in the crowd. You perform like it's a million people in the crowd, son." So when he told me that, every time, every show that I'm at, I got one time to impress. I can't mess up. So I gotta deliver every single time. And fear, you feel what I'm saying? So anything of fear is not God, you feel what I'm saying? So and greatness is on the other side of fear. So once I realized that, and once I understood what fear was, I would never be fearless. Fearless would stop me from being rich. Fearless would stop me from making good music and reaching out to people that I would never reach out to. You feel what I'm saying? So I just got to deliver every time. It doesn't matter the environment or how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I got one time to impress.
I love
my
that
mindset.
Yeah, I love that mentality. I love, when you can realize that fear typically is about something that hasn't even happened yet. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't even existed yet.
Exactly.
And if we can learn to control it, then we can learn to prevent it. I think that's powerful what you said, man, for real.
For sure, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I would sort of say I've been here before, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
What? You play any instruments?
Nah.
No?
I mean, I'm kind of sort of like, I know how to play the drums. Like I can play the drums, but what I want to learn the piano.
Piano?
My keys and all of that, but
I can show you that.
Oh, you gotta show me that.
I can show you that. That's part of the school, man. I teach you the basics, and then we'll take you. Then if you want to be Mozart, then I'll take you to some that's where somebody else comes in. But I know I know the basics of everything. I teach you how to. And with my next question, you how to read and write music.
When I was in chorus, I was in advanced chorus. I think I still know how to read music. I think about because it's been years. I graduated 2016, and I'm now 23. Like I do vocal training every day on on YouTube. YouTube is my best friend, so I just to improve my vocals and all that stuff. So I stay on it. But if I was to like just to hop back in it and train my mind again, I think I re-get it.
Okay, all right. Look, one of our shows hopefully is going to be on that, a little bit of basic standard. How do you read music and write it and all that? And Milly, same question to you, Milly. One, do you play any instruments? And two, can you read and write music?
I play the guitar and I play the piano, but I do know how to read music, but I'm very slow at it. So like that's why I could when growing up, like when I would do the lessons, I could never catch on as fast as everyone else could. That's why I started learning how to play by ear.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, look, that DJs, anybody that's within music that loves this, that knows how to do it, you're not tone deaf, obviously. There's a way that if somebody just shows you or you just listen enough, you'll get it. You'll get this the A B C D E F G. It's as simple as the alphabet. And I'll let you guys, we'll do a little session. I'll let you guys know the beginnings of that because it's something that when people that make music are onto this, it's just you all hear it, you all get it, and you know what's in your head. But it once again, it'll take you to the next level. That's all. Just something.
Yeah, I like that. I agree.
Small. Yeah, something small. So.
Greg over here giving out free music reading lessons. I love it.
Yeah. Hold on, Greg, man. You know people watching. You can't give out the sauce, buddy.
It's easy.
Hey, Quad might have to change into another hat for that, man. Like that's some over the top stuff right there, man.
Hey, I got a lot of hats now.
Oh, I'm with you, man.
I'll switch 100 times. I got a lot of hats.
I'm with you. I could tell you and me would be kindred spirits, man. Between all the Jordans and all the hats, bro, you and me could hang out for days.
Oh, facts, bro. I just swapped 3 hats, bro. 4 hats, by the way.
4?
Crazy like I am with them things.
All right,
Hey
Dave.
guys, we're
What am I
coming close to the end of the show here, real quick. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody. Quick reminder: if you haven't done so yet, we're going to be giving away some more of our at least one, maybe more than one. I don't know, but at least one of our in the queue swag bags we're going to be giving away tonight. So if you have not registered, now is the time to do it. If you hear my voice and you're listening, you haven't registered to win one of our in the queue swag bags, which I believe my dude Greggy C might be going to get. Yes, he is. There it is. All you got to do to be qualified to win that is either scan the QR code in the top right corner of the screen or text your name to 904-582-8807. QR code, Big Ern says QR code isn't working. All right, well, scrap the damn QR code then and just text to the number. I'll take that down. Boom. QR code's gone, but you can still text to the number scrolling across the bottom.
Facts, man.
Scrolling across the bottom, text the number. I know our people in Facebook world probably will hear me 15 seconds after everybody else will, so we'll give them an opportunity to catch up with us. Greg, if you don't mind, I got one more question for really for both, for Quad and for Milly. And
Okay.
Milly, first of all, I'm going to go to Milly because I really appreciate you joining us, man. I know it was a little challenge tonight to be able to join us, but you made it work, which is another testament of somebody who is serious about what they're doing in life and doesn't make excuses, just finds results and finds ways to make things happen. So I truly appreciate you doing that tonight. My question maybe to both of you guys is and Quad, this will give you time to think about it a little bit more because I'm going to put Milly on the spot. But where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh, I'm ready.
Honestly, I think I'll be to a point at my career where I'll only be just doing music and just being happy. Like as far as like all my dreams is pretty much coming true. I don't know if that's just being cocky or arrogant. I don't know. I just got a strong belief on that.
No, it means you're determined, brother.
Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with your dreams coming true, man. Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all.
And to piggyback on what Mill said, man, in 10 years, man, I see myself all the goals that I've written down, or all the goals that I've manifested. Right. I believe that they already came true. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe that in 10 years I still be making great music, still be pumping out music. Or on top of that, man, and hopefully I have my own label and I'll be signing talent. You feel what I'm saying? And just spreading the wealth and the same love that I had, because you got to remember where you come from. So hopefully, well, I'm a manifestation type of person, so I believe it's already done. So and still working with this man Milly Mill, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's a great dude.
Oh yeah, that's life.
Yeah, we still gonna be rocking. We still gonna be rocking in 2 years, man. So that gonna be lit.
Well, and I love what you said about having a label, giving back to other people. Like one of the things that the people that taught me a lot of the stuff that I know about the industry, a lot of stuff that I know about the craft and then the business side of things as well. And I used to always ask them, like, how do I thank you? And how do I, I don't want to just have it be like a verbal thank you for all your help. I mean, that seems very shallow and surface. Correct. And they said the best way, and people have probably heard me say this before, but they said the best way you can thank us is to continue the cycle.
Correct.
Provide that opportunity for somebody else. Teach what you've learned to other people. Take what, blessings and gifts that you have received and worked hard for, and provide that opportunity for somebody else to do the same thing, because there's always the next generation of people coming behind you that, we see people that are doing things that we want to do, and we have to remember that there are people seeing us doing things that they want to do. And just as much as we want to get to where those people that we're looking at are, those people want to get to where we are. And it's just a cycle. And if you work that cycle, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why I kind of be careful how I move. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm a professional person, so I just got to always stay 100% professional at all time. You never know who's watching. You feel what I'm saying? So we all have role models. Like I look up to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like podcasting and all that type of stuff. And outside of podcasting, you guys are great dudes, man. So it's just a full cycle. It's the same thing for somebody else can say the same thing for me as well. So just keeps going. So we just got to just keep pumping that positivity out.
I love it.
As we continue to grow.
Hey, Greg, how many bags are we giving away tonight?
It depends on what city you're in and how you ask that question.
All right, we're gonna. Oh Lord, you got me. You got me. All right, we're gonna do one swag bag tonight. I think we're gonna do one swag bag tonight.
Only one.
And, before we do that giveaway, or right before we do that, you're so crazy, Greg. Right before we do that giveaway, if you guys have any questions for Milly Mill or for Quad, drop those in the comments. Because if we, this is not just about our questions and things that we're interested in. We also want to hear from our audience. We thank you guys for watching us. I mean, quite honestly, without you guys, I don't know, almost like, why are we doing this show if we don't really have people watching and learning and growing from the show? So if you guys have questions for either Milly Mill or Quad, please feel free to drop those in the comments as we start to wrap up here. And I'm really just kind of stalling for two reasons. Number one, because unbeknownst to me until recently, Facebook, the people that are watching on Facebook get all of this stuff about 15 seconds after the people on Twitch and YouTube and other places. So I want to make sure that it catches up to them with what I'm saying. And we give everybody an opportunity that's watching, wherever the platform they're watching from, the ability to register for the giveaway that we're doing. And by the way, this is also how we're going to be giving away our memberships to Name and some of our other sponsors as we start to do that moving in the future. So again, all you have to do, I know it says I know it says in the banner down there, scan the QR code. We don't have the QR code up right now, but text the number. And here, I'm just going to fix that real quick. And text the number that's scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Save. Share. There we go. All right, so we'll give it about another. We'll give it about another 5 or 10 seconds for anybody, last people who want to jump in on possibly winning a swag bag. Greg, what's in that swag bag while they register?
Oh my God, we got all kinds of stuff from all of our sponsors. PV Electronics gave out some goodies. We got from Name, we got from the DJ Expo that's not even happening this year, but all kinds of little just goodies, promotions. You get yourself your little PV stickers. We got a bunch of stickers from different companies, but also from Name, and it's your reusable. It's that reusable. What do they call that? The reusable shopping bag that everybody has nowadays. This way you're saving the planet. That hat is dope. You like this? Yes. Thank you. Do you see what it says, everybody? It says in the queue.
Oh, I just realized it said that. That's pretty cool.
That's dope. I like that. Hey.
I had to show up Quad here with the hats.
Yeah, man, I swap. I be swapping hats like it ain't nothing, man.
Dude, the thing I was known for 15 years ago as a DJ is when I come out there and I teach you the electric slide, I put on a pair of glasses and a funky hat. Usually it was my dreadlock cap. That's how it started off, and then from there it went to like the Joker hat. I had the afro that was the clown afro. I had the big black afro that maybe had real big bouffant hair. I had the spiked hair. You name it. I mean, when Halloween came and the week after Halloween, I went nuts in the stores and I bought everything out. And they said, "Why you do that?" I said, "I'm a DJ. It's only going to help enhance my career as a DJ and or an entertainer." When I did my entertainment, that people laughed at me. That's their job, man.
Yeah, Greg used to DJ for the circus.
Because a lot of people ain't gonna understand your success. Only you do. Only you would. As long as you just know your purpose and why you're doing it, all that matters.
Hey, Quad, you got one more hat you can drop on us, man, before we do this giveaway, man? Give us one more.
I got one for you. All righty.
Big Earn said if I had that hat, it would say, "Now taking applications apply here." Oh, look at there, rocking the Celtics hat. Okay.
How about that?
I
Nice.
like it. You can tell I'm a Boston guy. See, he's looking out for me, man. Dropping that Celtics. I love it. Yeah, look at that.
Son, where'd you find that?
Keeping it fresh, isn't he? Keeping it fresh, Big Earn. All right, you guys, let's do this giveaway. All right, we got everybody who's coming in. I'm going to run the raffle. Tonight's winner is Daryl Fisher. Daryl Fisher.
Hey.
Oh, you got it on the mask too. Look at this guy. You got it on the mask too.
I wouldn't drink no water if I was you. Is that electricity, Greg?
I know, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's just whatever.
Hey, that's dope. I like that, man.
Yeah, I'm the gadget guru when it comes to crap like that. So
that's dope. I like that. Very artistic. I like that.
All right. Is Daryl Fisher still out there watching? I need a comment in the comment section to know that Daryl Fisher is watching.
Actually, Daryl is one of my peeps, and thank you for following and listening to the show. Daryl, he got my info. Daryl, and if he doesn't, I'll get in touch with Daryl. I'll make sure.
All right. So yeah, right. so we'll do that for the swag bags. We won't necessarily say you got to be present to win. For some of our bigger giveaways, you're gonna have to be present on the show to win those.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. The quarterly membership, that the $125 prize for the year membership for name. You have to be present to win. As a matter of fact, Dave, I think we're going to come up with a couple questions to make sure they were in the beginning of the show, too.
That's maybe a good point, too. Think appreciate you checking in with us tonight, man. Just want to say goodbye to you. Appreciate you checking in. All right. Well, I think we've pretty much come to the end of the night, huh?
This was dope, man. I like this.
Great show. And you know what? I thank you both, Quad and Milly.
There he is.
Because God bless, man. My pleasure. Thanks for having us, man.
We just to raise the bar or evolve better and better every show. And the answers that I get from these questions and the energy that I get from you guys, it's worth it. Just like I said, when a couple people listen or even after the fact, this is going to be replayed again and again and again. Found on Spotify, found on Apple Podcast, found on Google Play Podcast.
Hey.
This isn't just a live show. Those that are experiencing it now that can ask questions.
Right.
This is for everybody, into the future that is going to listen to this as this thing grows. It might be a year from now.
Exactly.
I figure out that Milly Mill and Quad21 touched somebody, or for the reason that they took their career to the next level, just because of some things that you guys said. And I truly believe that is why David and I do this.
Yep.
You can touch
exactly. I like that, man. That's dope.
One person. And it's why I teach. It's why I teach my students, and I have my students, because look, when they learn one thing, when they have that aha moment, I know that that's priceless.
Yep.
Right there. The aha moment. Like, oh, wow, what? I never knew that. Great. That means that you're absorbing it and it's worth all the money in the world.
Exactly. Fact.
Quad, you going to be on Clubhouse tonight? I think Chris is asking if you're going to be on Clubhouse.
Yeah, I'm on Clubhouse tonight. Yeah, I actually got like a few rooms that I be hosting. We got the Red Room and the Spot. Me and Milly Mill. That's what me and Milly Mill we be on and all that good stuff. So we got that.
Nice. Y'all hit me up. Quad, y'all hit me up on Clubhouse. My name is the same thing as it is on here.
All right, I got you.
Yes.
And as soon as I get my updated iPad, we had an iPad, and I tried to put it on there. I said, "Your iPad's not." Yeah.
Oh, and also, by the way, guys, if you're out there listening and you either you have no idea what the hell we're talking about, you definitely want to check out the Clubhouse app. And then this right here, Chris, leads right into my next comment. So as long as you have an iOS device, which basically means an iPhone or an iPad, then you can access the Clubhouse app. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not able to do it from an Android device yet, but you can do it from a Clubhouse. And they just gave me like 5 more invites. So if you need an invite, text your DM. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Slide into the DMs. Slide into my DMs on Instagram. My name is @DavidHanscom. Big Earn says he has a couple of invites as well. So if you need an invite, seriously, send me a DM on Instagram. I just need to know your cell phone number to send it to you, and I will send out invites until I run out of them. Fair enough? Like until I run out.
Thanks.
All right. Any final words, guys?
Hey, man, thanks for having me, guys. Man, God bless y'all. This is dope. I like it.
Yeah, don't eat yellow snow. Okay?
We definitely got to do this again, too. Definitely gotta do
That's
this
good,
again.
bro.
Oh yeah, we'll do it again, Millie, for sure. And to Greg's point, also don't play leapfrog with a unicorn. All right.
Ooh.
Yes, yes. Don't
Hey,
bet
God
on
bless
it.
you
Of course,
guys, man.
okay, I'm out of here.
All right, Greg, I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to bring you on the big screen. Let us know what's going on with next week's show, and then we're going to wrap this craziness up.
Oh, okay. Actually, I forgot. No. Let me see. Next week's show. Hold on. Who is going to be on our show? Give me a
Well,
second.
he looked that up bigger, and I did that for you, man. I said that all for you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Next week we got Adam from the Zeke Sky Band. He's fresh off the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. I think it's Rolling Stone Indie, if I'm not mistaken. Him and his band. He does a bunch of different things within the music creation, but I thought I would take it a little bit differently this time. We've had a bunch of DJs that make music, and now with Milly and Quad, Milly's the DJ, Quad is the singer. So we've evolved even more. Next week, it's the band, and it's Adam from the Zeke Sky Band and a bunch of other bands. But yeah, fresh off of Rolling Stones, so we're gonna be asking him a bunch of questions.
Yeah, that dude's cool too, man. I did a conference call with him to prepare. I wasn't sure which show it was, but I knew that we had to prepare for the show when he was able to be on. So
Awesome.
I did a conference call with him. That dude is super cool. So that should be a fun show next week. All right, cool.
Very
Well,
cool.
thank you guys for joining us as always. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you got something out of the show. And if you did, please let us know in the comments of our YouTube channel or anywhere else you'd like to. If you didn't get anything out of it, well, maybe next week. I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, we love you guys, man. We appreciate y'all watching and being a part of what we're doing. So be safe out there, and we will see you guys next Monday night. Have a good night, guys.
All righty. God bless.